Hi, I'm Gwen with Terra Software. I'm here with Ryan Malpass at Malpass Farms. How are you doing today, Ryan?
Good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. It's a beautiful day in Oregon.
It is.
So, tell me a little bit about your farming operation, what your crops are like, and if you irrigate or non-irrigation.
So I'm fourth generation here in the Willamette Valley. We get about 50 inches of rainfall a year. We can grow up to 250 cool season crops. On our farm currently we are primarily grass grown for seed, so that's plain surfaces, lawns, pastures, rangelands, you name it. If it's seed, it's grown here. We're the grass seed capital of the world. Along with that, other dry grains, corn, wheat, canola. We grow a lot of specialty seeds, spinach and kale, and again, cool season vegetables, filberts or hazelnuts.
You have a large operation.
Pretty diversified. About 25% of it is irrigatable or underwater, and then the rest is dry land, which goes through rotation every once in a while. And where we're standing here, this has not been tilled up in 25 years. So.
Wow. Okay, and out here right now, we've got them doing some full field landforming.
Yes.
And earlier today, I was with your operator, and we were cutting ditches and trying to drain the low areas of the field.
Yeah. But
you're incorporating full field this year with Terra Software.
We are.
How long have you used Terra Software?
That's a you question, right?
So I did a little research, yes, since 2018. And we did talk back in 2018 when you first started using Terra Software, and you really liked the advantages of the simplicity of it. You said it was very user-friendly at the time, and you were learning along with Pape Machinery, who is the John Deere dealer that supports you in this area, and they do a great job, but they've been learning with you because they were new dealers at the time.
Yes.
So tell me your experience there.
We're still learning. We were young to the dirt moving application. Our farm hasn't been touched with machinery like this ever. So for drainage, we used to run an old road grader, and you would go out and eyeball your lines and hope that you were to grade, and then after that you would just see with the rain that we get if the water moved or not. Now with this application, we try to use more and more of its capability every year, and we still have a long ways to go. We don't move the amount of dirt that your professional dirt movers move, but it works excellent in our application, and as simply as we're using it right now. So drains this morning, a complete surface on the rest of the field this afternoon, and then on to the next.
Did it ever worry you to come in and do a full field landforming across moving your topsoil?
I think with any new application, there's always concerns. Especially if you're not familiar with moving that much volume. So we've had applications that they weren't a complete failure, but we learned a lot in the process about being efficient and how to move dirt and not waste time.
So over the past few years, have you seen a change in your crop yields on the ground that you have done some landforming in? Yeah,
it's hard to quantify that because we were talking about pre-terracotta, just a shot in the dark of hoping you were doing your drainage right. versus now when we're running our application, we know where the water's going exactly. So when we're looking at yield data, it's really difficult to compare apples to oranges because it's so drastic. So you would take underperforming part of your given field and have it perform just as good as your best ground. And that's really difficult to wrap your head around. It's the software has also given us the ability to attack areas within our farm that we haven't had access to because of ponding or low-lying areas, and so it's just overall it's been a positive every time it runs. I haven't found a circumstance that it's been too overwhelming or we haven't been able to make it work. So
good. I'm glad to hear that.
Thanks. I like the feedback.
So you've used Terra software for drainage and for full field now.
Yes.
Did you ever use it for anything else at your farm?
Yeah, so we've done some pad work, or if you're putting up a new building and you need to create your
site prep.
Yep. And it was outstanding. We used just a simple best fit model with either a zero slope for the pad, and it was short work. It was great. So.
Well, good. I'm glad you're using it like that.
Yeah.
And you haven't used Terra Design yet, the desktop software.
No, time is a short commodity. So right now, I'd say that the time that we have between an application and a survey is hours versus days. We'll get there eventually, but again, we're novices in dirt moving, so it's just time.
But you've been able to accomplish everything with the in-cab software with Terracotta.
Oh, totally. We're just not using 100% of its capability. I think we're just scratching the surface, and even with scratching the surface, its ease and user-friendly design, it's still paying off more than what we've invested in the product. So, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Excellent.
Perfect.
So you're working with Pape Machinery,
yes,
the John Deere dealer, and Barry Peterson. I'm going to talk to him in just a minute. He is the manager of all the integrated solutions side of things. How's your experience been working with them? Outstanding.
I mean, we were both hand in hand learning together. I would say we would be lost if it wasn't for your expertise, because you're very passionate about moving dirt, and anybody that follows her on Twitter sees that. She's always out in the field, and that saved us a lot of time and effort. So we're growing together. Any challenges or applications that come up, we work through those hand in hand, and if we can't figure it out, then you're a phone call away. So very good. Thank you. Well, thank you, Ryan, for talking with me today.
You're
and
welcome.
letting me come on and the field here and move dirt with you. And I'm going to get in the tractor. How about you? I don't want to get in the tractor. I'll do it for you. Thanks. All right. Yes, thank you. Perfect.